Hey guys, it's almost time to go to the gym. Today's leg day. I just whipped up my pre-workout drink. It's going to be delicious. Here's what it is. I'm going to share it with you guys here. Just move the camera down. Alright, so see I got the finished product over here. So I got hemp protein powder. I like using hemp protein powder a little bit more than animal products. Just it's a little bit easier to digest on the system, especially if you're going to go into more of a high intensity workout on today's leg day. So the last thing I want to do is end up eating something really, really heavy and then go in and throw up. So I got the hemp protein powder. It also has a good amount of omega-3 and omega-6 in it. So that's really good for me, especially I'm allergic to fish. I can't eat any fish or seafood. Which is a great source of omega fatty acids. It's good for a lot of vital functions in the body. Keeps your skin healthy. Super important one there. I got some strawberries here. These are great for people who need vitamin C but don't like oranges. So get some of this if you don't have any of it. They're delicious. They go great in any kind of smoothie. This hemp protein powder is chocolate, by the way. Strawberries and chocolate, kind of a classic combo here. I got some bananas here. Bananas are one of my favorite pre-workout foods. Bananas are high in potassium, and potassium is good for fast-acting energy. So when you go work out, if you absolutely need something to eat, and you're going to go do a hard training session, especially if you do mixed martial arts or anything like that, you want some carbs because you're going to be doing something high intensity. So getting some of those bananas are good for that. They got carbs, they got potassium, so it's going to get into the bloodstream a lot more quickly. And then the last thing I put in here is just one apple. I like the sugar count from that. And also it's got fiber in it, so it's going to slow everything down a little bit more, so don't just burn through everything right away. I want to be able to have energy to last for a little bit of a longer workout, especially I'm going to go do a harder workout today, so that's going to be important. So here is the breakdown of what I actually put in there, so the actual numbers. So I put about four tablespoons of this protein powder. This is actually what they suggested on here. So I may as well just follow their directions. It's easier to calculate the calories anyways, which you don't need the calories to be exact, but it still helps. I put in a half a cup of strawberries, which came out to about 2 with these size. It depends on what you get. I put 1 banana and 1 apple and 2 cups of almond milk. If you need to cut out a little bit of calories, if you're trying to find like little ways to squeeze out the calories in the food, you can go 1.5 cups. That would cut out an extra 30 grams of calories. So those are just a couple different ways that you can, if you're trying to cut weight like bit by bit, you don't just want to go cut a whole bunch of weight really quickly, a bunch of calories out of your diet, because that's never safe. But you gradually decrease it, so your metabolic rate goes down accordingly too, so you burn that fat. So that's it for now. I'm gonna go drink this protein shake, and then I'm gonna go hit the gym. Okay, see you guys in a bit. All right, just got to Gold's Gym in the parking lot right now. So as I mentioned in the video earlier, it's leg day. So I'm gonna focus a little bit more on power here. So here's the rep scheme. I'm doing 3 sets of 4 to 6 reps. I'm gonna go for a little bit heavier than what I usually do, but I'm focusing a little bit more on the strength aspect for power instead of the explosiveness. In order to have proper power output, in addition to being able to move quickly, you also have to have strength. So today's going to be about a little bit more strength than explosiveness. I'm going to do trap bar deadlifts. Last week when I did deadlifts, I used the barbell. I'm using the trap bar instead this week. It's always good to mix up the kinds of deadlifts that you do. You don't want to do the same thing over and over again and have too many adaptations. You don't want to adapt too quickly and get a plateau. So I like to mix it up every week, do different types of deadlifts, so I'm always adapting, always making changes. So I'm doing trap bar deadlifts today. I'm doing front squats with the barbell. I actually, so this is also important for fighters too, mixed martial artists, boxers. I like doing front squats better than back squats. And the reason for that is back squats put your shoulders in too much extension, too much external rotation. So when you're holding your guard up like this all the time, you're going to be really inwardly rotated. So you get like the forward shoulder lean, the rounded out shoulders, the winged out scapula. So when you go into a back squat, you start sticking yourself out. One thing you might notice is your head will start sticking back a little bit, and that's never good business. So I like doing front squats a little bit better. I'm not as good at front squats as back squats. So we'll see what I can do today. I have to be careful with my hips. Unfortunately, injury is definitely a sideliner. So even though I am post-hab right now, I'm still trying to be very careful with it. Another reason why I don't do the back squats, it aggravates my back. But funny enough, doing deadlift doesn't really do that. Just different exercises will affect you differently. So if you do have an injury, go slowly with it. Make sure that you adjust and you do everything that you need to do. So I got the trap bar deadlifts, I got the front squats. I'm going to do walking dumbbell lunges for another glute exercise. I like doing the posterior chain exercises, super important. When you do the posterior chain exercises, it prevents doing quad dominance with the lower body. I like gluteal and hamstring dominance when it comes to lower body work. Allows for better hip extension. It's better anyways for sports, for mixed martial arts and boxing. When you box, it's good for driving off into the ground to have a harder punch. Same thing with MMA and punching and kicking, elbows, knees, all that jam. But then for grappling, it's great because it's better for doing hip escapes. It's better to setting up triangles. It'll help increase flexibility and working your glute strength. Having your glutes stronger will allow your hamstrings to loosen up a little bit more. It won't do it to a great degree, but if you work mobility drills and you work glute strength, proper glute and abdominal functionality, it makes it a lot easier to loosen up those hamstrings. So when you get into those submissions, you're trying to throw one of those triangles from a weird position, it'll be a lot easier to hit. So there's a little bit of tips there for making the jiu-jitsu game a little bit easier. So I got that. I'm going to do a couple hamstring exercises. I'm going to do some cable downward chops, work a little bit of obliques in there, just a little bit of accessory work. Do that, do a post-meal snack, wait until dinner, do that, go do some training, work with some clients, and then call it a night. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the gym for some of these exercise videos, okay? Until then. set, I did a 185. Felt pretty good. So decided to bump it up, add 50 pounds to it. So hitting about 235. Starting to get back to where I used to be. First set I did 6. Second 2 sets I did 4. Adjusted for that extra 50 pounds there. Time to move on to front squats. Not so good with that set, that exercise. Need a lot more work on that. Whew. Tight wrists. That snatch grip was definitely not a good idea, which is why I switched over to conventional grip. So keep that in mind. If you have tight wrists, make sure that you don't do that snatch grip. Do a conventional grip if you're doing front squats. Whew. All right, just finished the workout. See my golds here. Just finished the workout. It was a good one today. Did a little bit better on the deadlifts than I thought. Doing pretty good. Still got to work on front squats. Front squats are the weakest link right now. If you have something that's weak in your game, you have to plan ahead for it and train accordingly. So make sure that you do that. It's a hot day out today in LA. If you live in LA and you're experiencing this beautiful heat wave, make sure that you drink plenty of water. I drank 1 bottle of water in my workout. I'm finishing off another one right now. I'm like about 2/3 of the way done with a second bottle. I'm gonna keep on drinking when I get home. I'm not sure if you can see here, but I'm pretty sweaty right now. I'm just about at my car right now. Do that, get some post-workout grub, call it a day. All right, until next time.